spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So TCU's offense will get the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up. But how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Makes the catch. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On third down, he drops to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Ice water in this quarterback's veins, man. Third play of the drive. It's 3rd and 10. You know the defense is expecting pass, but this quarterback, laser focus. He found the matchup. Great job reading coverage, and that was an absolute dime deep down the field.
Caught. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tar Heels offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Lopez wants to fire. Got his man. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. The give from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And with well, he did a good job to get the foot down in bounds, but only picked up a yard and not enough for a first down.
Yeah, they need to work with more space, Reese. I mean, it's not worth throwing the football all that way to the boundary, just a toe tap and get 1 yard. We got to do a better job trying to get these playmakers the football closer to the middle of the field.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gonna look downfield again. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Got it in the middle. It's Barnes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets open down the middle.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's James. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
There's not a quarterback in college football that's not going to be successful with that much time to throw the football. And I think, Reese, I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next room, and he doesn't sound happy. No words that we could use on this broadcast.
Using his legs, it's Barnes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Leaves it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. A run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield and was able to make the tackle for loss.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Lopez to pass. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Looking to throw again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
The Tar Heels will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They'll send the back in motion. Lopez wants to fire. Finds his man. It's Goss. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll pitch it. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
To throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's McAllister. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Still running at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They'll go with a quick touch pass. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Payne. Turning it on.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Quick release by the QB. On the move at the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught over the middle. It's McAllister. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
The Horned Frogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. It's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. He's looking to pass. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks, it's Johnson. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Lopez to pass. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the RPO, complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, TCU.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the fumble trickles out of bounds, and a big loss on that play. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Makes the grab. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
To the air, it's Hoover. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. A quick pass to the left. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Got a man. It's Johnson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Working that left side now. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Handoff to the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Payne. Quick spin on the run.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
To the air on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Payne. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And, man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
The Tar Heels will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires it incomplete.
Don't love the incompletion, but I do love the pass pro. Nice job winning the one-on-ones. We saw some double teams up front as well. This O-line right now, they're in a good rhythm.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Oh, he wants it all. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, TCU. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Lopez wants to fire. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. There he goes. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sends it back in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Caught behind the line. It's gone. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone, know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big gain.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He'll keep it himself. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Lopez to pass. He wants it all. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Barnes. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down. always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Got his man on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
A designed run for the quarterback.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
TCU.
Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the score. TCU 31.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Set to kick it off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Lopez wants to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Pocket breaking down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've gotten really productive play from their quarterback as well. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent, and this guy's virtually unstoppable.
And the Horned Frogs are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lopez to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
And the Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the catch. It's shipped. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Got a little space. Nice move to keep running. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
a huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Snagged out of the air.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got him downfield. And that is how we will wrap this one up.